Wine Siren. I am here today in Champagne, France. I'm blessed to be at Champagne Gosset, and I'm here with the president of Champagne Gosset, a name that may sound familiar to you or probably does, Jean-Pierre Cointreau. Welcome, Jean-Pierre.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love Champagne. As a region, this is my first day here, and Champagne Gosset is not new to me. I've had the opportunity to taste it in the past.
You were right.
It's fantastic. And, there's a lot of kind of mystery out there for people who are exploring sparkling wines or bubbles, maybe Cava, Prosecco, and then Champagne, which is the holy grail. Where is Champagne's place as a drink in people's lives?
Many people are used to drink champagne just as an aperitif. We at Gosset believe that champagne can be a drink for different types of meals and different dishes. So, of course, aperitif is the nice moment for drinking champagne, but you can also appreciate a glass of champagne around the swimming pool in your sunny afternoon. But we have this kind of champagne at Gosset where you can find the right cuvée with each type of meal. You have each type of dish. You will appreciate having seafood with rosé champagne, having some fish with blanc de blanc, and even a petite douceur with sweeter champagne with dessert.
Absolutely. And we experienced this incredible pairing at Champagne Gosset today, and you paired everything from veal with champagne to the dessert.
Extra dry.
Extra dry.
Which is an open name for a sweet champagne. But with the veal, you have a vintage 2006, which is an older champagne. We love at Gosset to age our champagne quite longer than for many other types of cuvée. And it's fascinating to see how they evaluate in the time. So we even launched last year cuvée, which is called 15 years as a minimum, which means that the blending of the cuvée has been done at the end of the 20th century when it was launched last year.
Wow, so it's 15 years that it's been in bottle, is that correct?
15 years in bottled, aging on the lees before it was disgorged and shipped to the market.
Really, can you share with people what is the difference between a sparkling wine and a true champagne?
There is only one answer to your question. Champagne only comes from Champagne, which means that it has to be processed as with the traditional method of Champagne, which is blending and bottling the wine into the bottle where it ages, and with Gosset it ages on the lees with avoiding the malolactic fermentation, and then we age during 4 years at least before it's disgorged and shipped.
And then all the grapes have to come from the region as well, correct?
All the grapes come from the 3 varietals that we cultivate in the regions, which are Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Noir. All champagne must be shipped from Champagne, produced and shipped from Champagne.
So keep an eye on your lingo, make sure you're using the proper terms, and what we experienced in the pairing today is that champagne has its place with every dish, with every day. You're the president and owner of Champagne Gosset. It's been fairly recent in terms of wine history, correct?
Well, it's very recent because it's only 20 years compared to the 433 years of Champagne Gosset, because Champagne Gosset is the oldest wine house in Champagne. We have the proof that Pierre Gosset in 1584 was mayor of the town of Ailly, the main city for Champagne in those times, and also a négociant, which he shipped to Paris and to the Flanders.
That's amazing. So from the 1500s,
Yes.
which is phenomenal. So what you get when you're looking or when you're opening a bottle of Champagne Gosset is you're not getting simply a bottle of champagne, you're getting a bottle of history, and you're getting a bottle that goes with your everyday life. I'd love to talk a little bit about your background because you have a name that is iconic.
My name comes from my father, obviously, who worked for the Cointreau liquor company for many, many years until he retired. And today we have built a family group with my sisters where we own Frappin Cognac, which comes from my mother's family, and also several French historical liqueurs, such as the Verveine du Velay or the Salers Gentian. However, the main activity today is Champagne Gosset, and we're proud to be one of the only two champagne house that has been labeled by the French government for its excellence of know-how. Only two, Bollinger and Gosset. Gosset has always been known as an artisanal brand of champagne made in the traditional ways with a very high skill, craft skills, as you say in the States. And it is true that we have some kind of recognition both by French, Revue du Vin France, for instance, that ranked Gosset number 4 among the 50 first brands of champagne, or even the wine specialist of England, who ranked the company 10th among 50 brands. So it means that worldwide there is recognition even if we are an artisanal brand.
And I heard about a ranking of number 4 out of the top 50 champagne brands. And you know, Champagne Gosset is perhaps not a name that everybody's heard of every day because maybe other companies are spending more on marketing or that sort of thing, but the quality of this artisanal brand is phenomenal. Can you tell me a little bit, because we're in a situation in this industry where there's a lot of mass production happening, and having this family business and with a focus on the artisanal quality, the handcrafting of this product is so important. Could you please share with our audience how the family business, having a family own this, you can maintain greater control over the quality than maybe if it's a giant company or a mass-produced champagne?
Well, as a family company, we are proud to look for sustainable growth, which means that we want to ensure the consistency of the quality of the different cuvées we ship to the market. So in fact, we are not looking for the higher volumes, we are a small brand, 1 million bottles compared to the 300 million of the champagne world. But we look for quality. We want, as a family, to be, in the long term, one of the highest quality champagne in the world.
Excellent. What are you most passionate about with this business?
I think the achievements we are proud of in this business is the fact that we are a small brand, but recognized among, let's say, the 15 most important brands in the world for the champagne exports. And it's important to be recognized for quality and also for the real sales business we make.
Now, there is I want to reach over here and grab one of the bottles just so people can get an idea. of the packaging. There's a unique aspect to this packaging, and you told me something earlier about the unique aspects of the packaging. Please share
Well,
those.
this bottle dates back in its shape to the 18th century, and Albert Gosset decided that he wanted this as its unique type of bottle, which means it's a proprietary bottle. But not only the bottle shape is ours and a registered model, but also the label. And in fact, you may recognize that in a nice bucket, it's probably one of the only labels of champagne you may be able to see, all others being dipped into the ice.
Excellent, thank you so much. And you have a patent on this bottle as well.
That's it.
That's wonderful. And these bottles come in, or the labels actually come in different colors based on what's inside the bottle, correct?
Each cuvée owns its own color. This is a matter of recognition on the shelves of a wine shop, but it's also a link to the type of cuvée inside. The red color for our flagship, the Grande Réserve of Gosset, and the rosé pink color, of course, for these type of cuvée. And the vintage has its green Napoleon type color to show what kind of vintage is inside.
It's fascinating. I think this is a really approachable champagne, and there's not a lot of kind of pomp and circumstance that surrounds it, but truly good quality and great taste for a lot of different palates.
That's true. We look for the recognition of the quality of our wines, and it's not a mystery why we have been chosen by the Excellence Française body to be the champagne that proves its excellence.
Excellent. Jean-Pierre, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
And to all of you out there, the next time that you're out there seeking bubbles, I want you to ask for Champagne Gosset. If they serve it by the glass, get a taste. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. You'll be ordering your own bottle very soon. And from the Wine Siren, we appreciate you listening. And from Champagne, you're signing off.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.